biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
Hi, welcome back. I am back with Kai Alce. It is a conversation with him today, all about Kai today. And listen, we're glad that you're back. Do you guys have one of these? You should, right? Because I brought mine. I thought you was gonna wear yours today.
No, I didn't.
No,
they don't want to see what's on this one.
They don't want to see what's going on. The man worked last night making the people feel certain way on the dance floor. It says NDATL for those of you guys looking at it. Kai, how can people get a hold of this shirt?
They can go to ndatl.com.
Okay.
Yes.
You got colors and sizes, men and female.
Well, I think right now the site is being remodeled or redone.
Right.
But yeah, definitely when it's back up.
Yeah, man, look at that. Yeah, and I look cute. I didn't look too bad in it when I rocked it. Right? Yeah. So somebody said to me when I posted this, because I get excited when I have guests, and somebody said, talk about the eyewear.
Right.
So, Kai, have you been wearing glasses all your life or what?
Pretty much since high school.
Okay. Were you always fly and stylish or more on the nerdy side? What's up?
I was always outgoing when it came to outfits.
Okay.
Needless to say. Yeah, colors, you name it. Oh, man, hairstyles.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no telling what I would be doing. Yeah, in high school, I've had permed hair. I've had all types of crazy nonsense going on. Yeah,
it looks good now.
Yeah,
I like to hear that.
I'm sure there's some crazy pictures out there. Definitely.
I've seen some throwbacks in the early Morehouse days when you was real skinny and young, and the hair and everybody. You guys was just having a good time. So the glasses you're kind of like to me like a Elton John with the eyewear.
Like this, I'd say maybe by college. Yeah, it got to the point where I was just like, I hated wearing like the same glasses every day.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I bought like maybe a few, and then after a while, it became like sort of like a side.
Yeah.
Thing. So much so now that I'm in the process of trying to start my own little Kai Alce line.
Yes, I'm gonna buy a pair. So how many glasses do you own today? Your own personal?
Probably about 30, 40.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, because granted, I probably lost about 100, you know what I'm saying, or broke, over the years.
Definitely. I like those. Those are nice. Those are fly.
I clearly remember buying like a pair of glasses and going to spring break.
Yes.
And, they were brand new, and I was like, oh yeah, I was feeling fresh. I was like, oh, I put brand new glasses on, and went down to the beach, and we were chasing some girls into the water, and I got in the water, and one wave hit me. And snatched my glasses
right.
I never seen them again.
Oh my God!
So definitely, I've definitely had glasses. Maybe went on a trip somewhere and just left them. So I've definitely, as many glasses as I have, I've definitely probably gone through. Yeah, so.
I like those. I don't think I've seen those on you before. I think the ones that stand out are like the yellow ones that you have, some red ones.
Some red ones.
I mean, they're big. These are kind of conservative. These look real. These look nice on you though. But I've seen some bigger ones and they look good. And I'm like, that's just Kai.
Yeah.
That's just Kai doing what he does. So you have product. I've seen Delvin very proudly have the NDATL on the turntable covers, right?
Oh yeah, the slip mats.
The slip mats. You have slip mats. What else do you have from a product perspective?
Just of course, records. From the record label, T-shirts. I got these little keychains.
Yeah, I got that. My son broke it, but I got it. Yeah.
I got also like a bottle opener.
Yes.
I think that's it.
Nothing for the headset? No
headphones?
Yeah, for the home phone?
No, I don't think so. No headphones.
Laptop covers? No?
No.
That's an idea?
Yeah. It's an idea.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
There was something else I was thinking about doing recently. It'll come to me.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we've been doing this music now, and we're producing, and you got some young up-and-coming DJs, and they're producing and DJing and doing a whole bunch of things, and vinyl is essential. When did you start playing on digital?
Well, while I was at MJQ, that's probably when I started playing like on CDs. And then I went from CDs to flash drives. Where
Okay,
you plug them
yeah.
into. So some people play with the computer, but I don't do that.
Yeah.
I just play with like a
Flash drive. When you started doing that, like early 200s, a little later than
About
that.
5-6 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Look, you tired. I know. Last night. I appreciate you being here. I know. I really had a ball. We are clowning here. So about 5 or 6 years. But what's your preference? You like the touch of the vinyl versus?
Yes, totally. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, it's more constricting, but because let's just say if I only have vinyl, if I brought out my 100 records, then you'd have to make the party with that 100 records. Like,
right.
You didn't have an option, which makes you kind of think a little more clearer about what you're going to play, how you're going to play, and when. Blah, blah, blah.
But it's a risk too, because if the crowd doesn't respond to the 100 you brought, you stuck with what you got, right?
Correct,
Okay,
correct,
all right.
But hopefully, if you're a good DJ, you should be able to work it out.
You can work it out.
Yes.
But with the thumb drive, right? You're able to
hard drive. Yeah, you got thousands
of music.
Yeah.
So, and lighter to travel, easy on your back.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Is the sound quality different with external drive versus vinyl?
It's a little different. Not
much.
Yeah, vinyl just sounds a lot warmer if you have the right room and you have the right turntables
right.
set up. Digital, be clear, be tough, but it's sort of sterile. It's very, just clean. Whereas vinyl just gives you that, it just gives you that air, that love.
Okay. So I saw you at Adult Skate. You was bringing in your equipment, CDJs, I take it, right? Just the preference didn't feel like vinyl that night?
No, I played vinyl that night, but because there's some things that are not on vinyl.
So you're switching. So in the middle of your set, come on, DJ.
Just go back and forth.
You're just going back and forth.
Yeah, because you just have the CDJs on certain channels, and then you have the turntables on the other channels. Yeah, you just go back and forth. Yes.
I've seen you dance more. I'm seeing you, Kai, give a little more, of the two-step.
Because I was always a dancer.
What?
Yeah.
How come I didn't know that? You were a dancer before DJing or while DJing?
Yeah, I had to because I was a lover of the music. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was a lover of the music. So when I was going to see Frankie Knuckles, I'd be on dance floor for hours. You know what I'm saying?
I was a dancer, so you know how it is.
Yeah. Because I've always felt that how can you make somebody dance or totally feel it if you've never been there yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so I see you get more loose, a little more dancing. Not necessarily with the headset. I just see a master or craftsman at work. Like I just see you going in and you doing your thing, and that's an awesome thing. So when you're producing these tracks, what's the inspiration for you?
So when we're doing a remix, hopefully, most of the time, you hope that the vocals or whatever you're working on kind of inspires, a certain feeling. And then, once depending on what the lyrics are saying, kind of gives me an idea of what kind of energy I want to give the track. You know what I'm saying? And then you go from there. Have
you worked with anybody that was just extremely difficult to work with? You don't have to say a name, but just
difficult.
Anybody that was just like, no, I don't like this, or where are you going with this, or question your ability, or was it just always all good for the most part?
I don't think I've had anybody.
No,
yet.
Right?
No, so far. No.
Everything's been pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
so far, so good.
Yeah. So you're a busy guy. As I said in the previous parts, Kai played last night. If you're listening to, this is part 3 of the conversation with Kai Alce. He played last night at the gathering with his brethren, Ramon, Rasol, and Shy Profess. So you're a little tired, but we had to squeeze this in. So where are you going when you leave here? Because you're an international. Let me say that let me look in the camera. Kai Alce is international. Like he lives in Atlanta. That's where he gets his mail. But on Wednesday, he will be at the airport going where? Where will you be going? Is it Amsterdam?
No, I'm going to Paris.
Paris.
Yes, and then to Amsterdam the next day. And I'll stay in Amsterdam for a few days. And then I think I go to Belgium and then to Italy and I'm back.
You're gone for how long? Is
Just
that
10
days?
days.
Just
Yeah.
10 days.
Yeah.
Just 10. That's all.
Yes.
We're going to miss you. While you're gone for 10 days. That's
Well, when I come back, I play a sound table.
Yes, and I'll catch you then. Christopher, you'll be with your dad when he comes back because I missed you at the last one. Talk to me about, Kai. I find it very interesting, the boiler room concept, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
You've done
boiler room, I've done
how many times?
twice.
Twice.
Twice or 3 times.
I know of twice. 3 times is even better.
I did London. No, twice.
Twice.
And then we did at the Poconos. Yeah, I was kind of hesitant at first.
Why?
I'm not a camera person, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, and I'm also like, I'm not very like expressive when I'm DJing.
Yeah,
like I'm very
yeah.
much a person that
You're
kind of
technical.
Like, yes, yeah, you know, every now and then you'll catch me dancing or
Yeah,
enjoying
yeah.
it, but for the most part, I'm more again, I'm always sort of like I'm at work, like, you know, so I'm very somber looking. So I was like, what am I gonna look like on? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be looking at me like he's boring. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it's cool. Some people are against it. Some people don't like it. You know, the idea of boiler room, and some people enjoy it. I think it's just another form of branding. You know,
Yeah. Isn't it like a milestone? Like, what's typically the criteria to be invited to do that? Do you know?
No, yeah, because they're very random about it. 'Cause,
Really?
you know, there are people that like I've never heard before in my life, and they'll have them, and then there are other people that you know,
Yeah.
you know, they're classic. You know, it's the people who work at Boiler Room. They go about just, you know, doing their research, and they find, you know, who they like, and that's who they
liked
ask.
you. They liked you. So the London one, it looks very like the lens or the footage looks 360ish.
Yeah,
It looks
like a fishbowl.
yeah. You guys look real snug and tight. And
it was a boiler room in that particular venue.
Yeah.
It was like a slow ceiling.
Yes.
It was down in the basement. Oh, so hot. It was ridiculous. Like, yeah, that was why. So, like, after doing the first one, that's why I was real hesitant on doing the second one because, yeah, it's a very hectic environment.
You really?
Like, people are right up next
They
to you.
on you.
You're like, oh,
yeah.
my God. Yeah, yeah, it was very intense.
Yeah. What is it, 2 hours or an hour
I
and
think
a half?
that one was just an hour. I think when I played in the Poconos, it was 2 hours.
2 hours. Poconos in New York? Like up
Poconos,
in...
yes. So the last one that I did for Boiler Room, they actually had they rented out like a resort.
Really?
In the Poconos. And so like it was like a 2-day thing, and they had like Kamasi, Washington, and Sango, and Blood Orange, Leaf Fields, all these people, you know. It was really, I thought it was really cool. I had a really good time. Yeah.
Awesome. What's the energy like in Europe when you play? Because they look like they're into you.
It's great.
Yeah. They want you. They're like, Kai. I see the post. Like, Kai. Like, Germany. Like, yo, Kai, we can't wait for you to get over here. Like, they are loving you over there. Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
10 days.
Yeah.
Italy.
Yeah.
Just everywhere.
Yeah, Italy's great, and I've been there a few times. Paris is great. I've been, you know, I went there once, and then like it's something like I'm going there. I've been there at least maybe six times. Yeah, since then.
Yeah. Do they say to you, Kai, we want a specific sound, or they just say, just be Kai?
Just be Kai.
Just give it to them.
Yeah. No. I don't think I've ever had anyone say, you know, we want you to play this way or that way.
Right.
Yeah, like pretty much.
Let you be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw in 2016 you did Croatia. Was that the first time for you?
Yeah. And I actually did it twice that month. I did one festival for Defected, and then I ended up coming back and doing the Dimensions Festival where I saw Larry Heard.
Wow.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so
awesome.
I actually hope to be back there this year.
I think you will. Because you guys you were doing it on the beach. Like, I saw footage. It was 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And you guys are still going?
That one was
no?
That was the Southern Soul Festival. That was in Montenegro.
Okay.
Yeah, and sure enough, the sun was
coming up on the beach, and the people were like,
yeah, they were like,
and you were giving it to them. How long had you played at that particular night?
Oh, maybe about 3 hours, 4 hours.
Wow.
I think Pevin played before me. So I think I got on maybe like at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Right.
So yeah.
And so the disclaimer is, you're usually for Europe, they start later typically, their parties, or no, they start at 9, like 10 or 11.
They start 10 or 11 like us, but they go later.
They go
so
later.
Most places go later. Some places, same like 3 or 4, but somebody like Germany, like they go for like days.
Right.
Not even a night. They go like some place, Panorama Bar. It opens, at midnight on Saturday. It doesn't close until Monday morning.
Are you serious?
Monday morning.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I think the last time I played Sunday at noon.
At noon.
I woke up at 11, went to the club and started drinking, and it was crazy. Like there's one of the few experiences. I think one time, where was I at? Someplace I think I had to play like 7 in the morning, something like that. So yeah, it's definitely like weird because when those type of hours, you don't know. Do you want to go to the club at 4 and just hang out until 7, or do you sleep and then get up? Because that's the dilemma sometimes.
Yeah.
Do I go out and party up until I DJ, or do I just get up and go?
Just go.
Yeah. So sometimes it just really depends on how I feel.
Where's your favorite place to play from a European perspective? Which country would that be?
Oh, that's hard. I mean, because they all have their different energies, So Italy's been really, Italy's been really cool. Germany, of course, is really good. Japan, really good. And Paris has been really good to me. So, I really can't say that one is. I mean, those places are, so far have been my favorite.
Have been your favorite. So you're gone how much out of the year, roughly? You think you're about?
Say about 5 times a year. I may go out for like 10 days.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah, well, overseas, and then I still have my stateside gigs. So I think the next month or 2, I'm doing Dallas, Pittsburgh, Boston.
Wow.
Dallas, Pittsburgh, Boston, Orlando.
You're just busy. You're just busy.
I'm trying.
You just busy all the time. You just non-stop, man.
I'm just bringing them the music. That's it.
You
right?
you are, and then you can bring them the eyewear with the music. This is gonna be really good.
When I was in Australia, one of the parties I played in Australia, like they had a big banner behind me, and it was like just a picture of the glasses in my eyes.
Man. I
was laughing so hard. I was like, really? You guys are true.
And footwear, you guys can't see, but you got some sick footwear as well. Here, Kai, in the States, I love your name, so I'm going to always keep saying it. What did your mom name you? Where did you get that name, by the way?
It was a long story. Supposedly my grandmother visited Africa, when my mom was pregnant. She came back. She was like, I want to name him this king's name, which was like 16 letters. It was something really long. And my mom was like, he'll never learn how to spell his name, if he's 16 letters. But Kai was in there somewhere.
Yes.
So they compromised on Kai. And then my grandmother was like, well, then his middle name has to be Yuri. So I have like this crazy name. Whereas my sister's name is just Shirley. She just has like a simple name. And then like I have this crazy name.
You have a king's name from Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I love the name. So I'm always going to say it. But here in the States, you have been a part of some monumental things, especially here in Atlanta, right? We love the fact, thank you, Ramon, that you are the last man at House in the Park, right? Because people come from far and wide just to see what you're going to play, what you're going to do, and how you're going to close out the epic day, right? So every year it's just been building. 2016, we can't even get on the stage. You got people like Delvin's on one side,
I have my friend JT
on the other side. Like there's nobody on the stage this year because we were just ridiculous the previous years with the cameras and the video. So you had all this space. So it's it's epic that what you're doing. I mean, when you played Earth, Wind, and Fire in 2015, something just broke.
Yes.
Like around, like it went viral.
Yeah, it went crazy.
And it just went crazy.
It went crazy.
And to have a pavilion
Yes.
full of people just jumping on this beat,
Yes.
I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah, it does. So, like times like that, like you can't recreate. Like it's just strictly a moment of time, and then like and that's what you want as a DJ. You want to always try to send people home with something. So like everybody went home with that moment.
Sure
Everybody
did.
was like, anybody who was there anywhere in the park that day was like, yo.
Yeah.
I just remember, like I get goosebumps sometimes even watching it myself.
Yeah.
Like, yo, they couldn't take it.
They couldn't take it.
You have moms and grandmas in the field, just like.
Yes, it was just epic. It was
like,
awesome.
Yes, it was like, when people say like it's love raining down, like if you can imagine if everybody was in the rain, it was like people were just great energy just raining on everybody and going everywhere.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was
great.
good. Yeah, and shouts out to your brethren for that. The House in the Park family.
Yes.
It's yourself. It's
Me,
Salah,
Ramon, Salah, Nance, and Kim.
And Kemet every year. Just close,
Every year.
just doing it, making the people feel a certain way, and it's
Yes.
just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and
Oh
bigger.
my God, it's unimaginable.
It's
I mean, it literally doubled every year up until about the 6th or 7th one, and then it kind of stayed there for a little while. But every year, maybe about another 1,000. But I think the first one was maybe about 200, maybe.
Yeah.
And the next one was like 400. And the next one was 800. The next one was like 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went to like 3,000.
Yeah.
Then it went to 6,000. And now we're like almost looking at maybe 10 to 15,000.
Yeah,
people.
you are.
Yeah.
When I came on the scene and I went to when it might have been in 2013, the second pavilion wasn't even full.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was
Okay.
more like the family where people were dancing with their family over there. Then the next year just got more and more and more.
Now, like
There's no space.
No space. Like if you want to go to the bathroom, it's gonna take you half hour.
Yeah.
Just because we're just walking down the aisle. Like
It's no space.
it's like, and it's wonderful to like see people so encroached and on top of each other, and there's no problems. We never had any arguments. We've never had
No issues.
No issues.
No issues. It's all about the love because it's the music.
Yeah, the only issues is maybe been telling somebody to, you can't grill over here or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But never. Again, that many people. Yeah, even usually because you got alcohol and all this stuff.
Right,
usually
right.
You'll always be one fight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, nothing.
I don't think we've ever had an issue of any kind of violence.
And it's a good thing.
Yeah,
and people
talking
come.
about kids.
Yeah.
Funny enough, with this past year being the month, we only have one lost kid. Usually we have like tons of them. Like this one year.
And the kids get found.
They
So
get-
just
they
don't
do-
think
they do get found.
that they never get back with their parent. But yeah, it is.
But to know, because so many people do bring their children. It's the one place where I've maybe seen like 2-3 generations of people together.
Yes.
A child, their parent, so it might be like a friend of mine who has a child,
Right.
and their child has a
His
child.
child.
Their parents were there,
Yeah.
and maybe a grandparent. You know what I'm saying? So
It's
it's like
generational.
you're definitely seeing like 3 and 4 generations together, enjoying themselves. And I can remember clearly one of my friends, Kush, and this may be a few years ago. This might have been while we were still at Perkinson Park.
Mm-hmm.
But his daughter was like, in her teenage years. And, you get that in teenage years, you get that separation when kids are trying.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, my daughter actually came up and asked me to dance. He was like, it just really, touched him because he was just like, you feel that part, when teenagers, they're just on their phone and they're just doing their own thing. They like, they don't want to hang out with you. And he was just like, yo, he was like, that was just so, it was just heartwarming for him. He was just like, my daughter just came up, I didn't think she even wanted to come. And now she's like, she asked me to come and dance. So he was just, and I hear that from different people.
Yeah, it's a generational thing. I bring Christopher
Okay.
with me, and he's
And
blowing
some
the
of-
whistle.
And some of them, like some of those kids now, like some of them I know, like they only see some of those other kids
Yes.
at that event.
Right.
You know, so
right.
they kind of like some of them look forward to like,
To
oh
it.
yeah, you know, I want to go to the, you know, they want to go to the little playground, you know,
Yes.
because that's where they know they'll see their friend, you know.
Yes. Yeah. It is.
So yeah, it's very yeah, it's very interesting to see
Very
that, you know,
interesting.
come about.
Yeah, man, you're responsible. At least you run the anchor, you know. And
Yeah.
I think that's a powerful move because that
Yeah.
says like you're gonna take us out of here, and you taking us out of here in the right way, in the right dynamic. And so at that time, the park is really full. It's heavy.
Yes.
You know, they looking for it. The sun is coming down, so they want that little reprieve. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's eating, and they all make way into that space, and
Yes.
it's just an awesome thing. And you know, it has its good and its bad in the sense that I know you remember a time where it was just about the dance and not a lot of this.
Yes.
And so now you find yourself, a lot of us are doing more of
Yes,
this
yeah.
than we are actually dancing.
Yeah, you know, again, because so many people want it now. You know, people want to catch it. You know, they want to catch
Yeah.
it. Like, but luckily, you know, you still have a ton of people who are just still out
Yeah.
there enjoying it. I mean, 'cause like you said, that second pavilion. You know, it's so funny. Every year, I'm always like, you know, I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out, and I never check it out. You know, I always end up having to just see pictures
Yeah.
or whatnot. You know, and it seems like that part is more so where the dancers are.
Yeah,
You know, like,
yeah. Now we're
people like to
dancing
do a floor,
everywhere.
yeah.
Now we're everywhere. Now we're everywhere. Well, we're going to take a little break, right? And when we come back, we're going to finish our conversation with Kai Alce. For those of you that want to hear the music, please listen to it on Instinct Radio on the app, and we'll be back in a few. Conversation with Kai. All right.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. We're listening to Instinct Radio. The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
And we're back. This is part 4 of my conversation with Kai Alce. Yeah, it's part 4 because we have to break it up because of the good music, right? So for those of you, if you've missed any of the parts, go check it out on my timeline, Kai's timeline. We're going to put it on our fan pages, and we're going to put it in the YouTube channel for Real Chicks Rock. So, but we want you to listen to it now. Yeah, it'll be everywhere. So we've had a lot of conversation about music, producing, DJing. I want to talk to you about collaborations. Is there anybody you want to collaborate with? Ooh, Michelle, that's the tough questions.
I mean, my ultimate was collaborate with Larry Heard, so I actually got him to remix a song of mine.
Nice.
Last year. Mm-hmm. So I got that's one bucket list out. Down. No, so far so good. I've worked with a lot of people that I've wanted to work with.
Good.
Whether it be working with them together on a song or just having them remix something for me or me remix something for them. Mm-hmm. So like Olsen Lade did a remix for me. Jovan just did a remix for my record label. So far so good.
So far so good.
I'm trying to think who I'd like to work with now. Maybe we'll work with Monique Bingham. That'll be nice.
Nice. That would be nice.
Yeah, Monique Bingham.
Because you did some with Miranda Nicole, and that was nice.
Yeah, we got another one coming that's really nice.
Nice. Shouts out to Miranda Nicole.
Shouts out to Miranda
we
Nicole.
like Miranda Nicole.
I'm working on but I tend to, say I'm working with a girl named Desiree Dawn from here. Yeah, I can't say there's anybody. Who else I would like to work with? I did a song with Glenn Underground. Most of the people that producer-wise, I think I've worked with most of the people I wanted to so far.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Since you've been here since the 80s, you've seen music grow. You're pretty in tune with it. Any opinions as to where you think music is going to go in the next year or two? Like, how do you feel about music overall, Kai?
I think it seems like we're going back to music that has a little bit more substance.
Okay.
Every time it seems like it seems like it's going that way, we get sidetracked. But it seems like people are looking for some stuff that's a little more soulful, a little more depth, and I think it's going to continue to go in that direction because you've had that whole surge of EDM music and all that kind of stuff. But those were people who were children then. They're now becoming young adults, and so that means I think they're looking for music and sounds with a little bit more integrity and something behind it, which everybody does. So yeah, we'll hope that that trend keeps going that way.
Do you find that I'm hearing a lot more remakes of classics? Songs that we heard when we were growing up, they were hot then, and people are coming around and remaking those, and it sounds new to the younger generation. How do you feel about it? Because I feel like some of them are spot on, but then some, I understand you have to be a little different. You don't want to sound exactly the same, so you may put your own little flavoring on it.
Remakes are one thing, but like remixing, so let's say when they just take like an old R&B song and they just kind of throw like a house beat under it. That type of stuff I'm not really a big fan of.
Okay.
I'd rather hear the original. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Remakes if they're done. So I've done. Like last night, I just played a few. So some of them are really good. So I did a remake with Ricky and my mentor Shay of Who Do You Love, and then I played another one.
Did you play it last night?
I did, and then I played Vic Lavender did a make of What You Won't Do for Love. That was really good. So yeah, as long as it's done tastefully, I don't mind. Yeah. But when you're just kind of like just doing it, and I think kind of comes through, or people can hear that. Yeah.
I heard that Who Do You Love on IG last night. It was good.
Okay.
I did. It sounded pretty good. First of all, I like that song.
Yeah, it's a great
A
song.
lot of people like that song. So I think you have to be real precise on how you do that because you know,
Can't
we
mess up.
can't mess that up. We gave LL a pass because he put a hip hop connotation on it when he used that as his bass line back in the 80s, 90s. And it was good. It was real cutesy.
Yeah.
And so I think you might be the first one that attempted to do that since Bernard did it out in the
Yes.
80s, and so it sounded really good. So I like
And
respect.
I've been sitting on it for some time.
Were you?
Because it's about, we probably did it about 3-4 years ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You
so-
sit on music, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Why? Is it a timing?
Yeah, timing. Yeah, when the time is right. Yeah. So for that song, yeah, I hope to put it out this year.
Yeah. So you got all this music, and it's just a matter of when it's the right time you'll release it. So you got music already queued up. In the meantime, you're already touching more new music. So
Yes.
you already got the legacies already. Who you gonna leave that legacy to? Me, Delvin, Nabani.
I'm leaving it to the people. It's for everybody.
Lauren, Ashley, Ashley, Lauren, Stefan.
Baby.
I want to be part of the fam when you leave
When
this
leave it
music.
behind.
Yeah, because I am a fan. I'm definitely a fan. It's a legacy. It's a lot of stuff. I think it's like when you go, it's like we're gonna open up a vault and we're gonna be like, my God, he had like all this music. When do you find time to do it? You're like so busy.
Yeah, because I'm doing it because you're always doing it. You know.
Yeah.
It's a constant thing. You know.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a constant thing. And so, you may have one real productive week, and then the next week you're not doing
anything at all. Now, do you find people are throwing demos or tracks at you all the time? You
Not all the time, but they do. They do. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Okay.
And,
It's just a sound for you, right, or a
Correct.
feeling, because you know what's going to work and you know what's not.
yeah.
So it's just a matter.
It hit you. You know, if it don't hit me in the first 8 seconds, it probably won't hit me up.
Dang, 8 seconds, Kai. 8 seconds. I can barely say my
30
name in 8
seconds, 30
seconds.
seconds, 30
Michelle Dosberg. See, that took the whole 8 seconds. I wouldn't have passed with you.
You know what I'm saying? But bomb.
Bomb. Dang, 8
Outta
seconds.
here.
I'm trying to help the people that feel they're aspiring musicians and have some tracks. I'm trying to figure out what's the science to it. But if you don't get them in 8 seconds, you're out of here. You're not gonna make it. Next. My goodness.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, but you know what you like and you know what works.
Yes.
So in comparison to sound here in North America and in Europe, is it much of a difference to you think?
Yes and no. So places like Germany, it's built on minimal techno and stuff like that. Different places have their different sounds. I think definitely.
Is Germany enriched in house music? Pardon my ignorance, but I'm just asking.
But again, more so in that instrumental, more techno side of things.
Okay.
But all of Europe,
Yes,
because they definitely embrace dance music more in their everyday culture.
Yes.
Than we do. So
I went to Amsterdam. I went to AD for the first time.
Okay, right.
It was good, and
Right.
I really appreciated the fact that there were a lot of European DJs that played more soulful.
Okay.
And could barely speak English. Like their English is
Okay.
not strong,
Yeah.
but the love of the
music,
soul of the music was really, really good. And I find that I think maybe more Italian DJs play a little bit more soulful than they do more than Germany per se.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a very inviting culture, right? It makes you feel like, okay, me being a house head and liking house music the way that I do, I'm not a fool, right? I'm not alone.
Yes.
It just seems like it's more of the more popular demand in Europe than it is here,
definitely,
right?
definitely. So I mean, definitely, because let's say in London, they got play Ministry of Sound is part of the fabric of London. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they over there they just kind of they enjoy it. More so on the regular level, but the one thing they can't take away from us is that it started here.
It started here.
So whenever they want, the true. They gotta come get us. You know?
He said the true.
Yeah,
They
so-
coming over here to get you,
Yes,
and you go back over there.
yes, and then they, you know, yeah, they can't get around that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They, you know, you want house music at its purest form. You got to come get somebody from the States to give it to you.
Let me ask you, what can we do? Because you've been here a while. You've been doing it a long time. Respect. You always say respect. I'm going to give you respect back, Kai. Respect for what you've done and the contributions to house music. What can we do here, at least in Atlanta, in our own community, to keep it strong and keep it vibrant?
Just always keep inviting people. You know?
Okay.
When you see when you just see other people, just invite them to the events. You know, just. Last night, because by chance I met Andre 3000, you know, at the Poconos, and so you know, now I kind of keep in touch with him because he's just like, yo, just let me know what's going on because he's like, I'm not familiar with it, so you know, I'll just hit him up and be like, hey man, you know, I thought he was in Atlanta last night because I saw a picture of him and Lil Yachty, but they were at the Super Bowl,
Right.
So, you know, but I hit him and I was like, yo, if you're in Atlanta, and he was like, nah, I'm not there. He's like, you know, thanks for the info. You know, you invite the people who you don't think would come. You know what I'm saying? Just come check it out.
Just come check it out.
And you know, let and hopefully let the DJs and the rest do the speaking for you.
Yeah.
But just always, you know, just show people because again, like it's something that people are not aware of. You know, so and. Yeah, if you don't make them aware, then how do they know?
They're not going to know. So it's almost like church. They always say, invite somebody to come with you to church. That's how you do it. My friend Junior T up in Toronto, he always says, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. So we're going to continue to do that. How can people, Kai, get at you? How can they see where you at, where you're playing, what's going on? What's the best way?
I think the best way is my Facebook page.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Kai Alce.
Yes. Or, you know, yeah, I'm Kai Alce at everything.
Yes.
Kai Alce on Facebook, Kai Alce on Instagram, Kai Alce on Twitter.
Yes.
And so between I try to stay, you know, on my social media.
Yes.
Game,
you try to keep it current.
Yes.
At least let us know what's going on.
Yes.
But you have a monthly. Tell us when's the monthly.
Monthly is every fourth Friday at Sound Table. So the next one will be February 24th.
Okay.
And then I play with Ramon for his residency,
Right, which is the gathering, which happened last night.
Yes, and that's every first Saturday. So every first Saturday and every fourth Friday, I'm always playing here in
You're
Atlanta
playing in
most of the
Atlanta.
time.
Most of the time, if he's here.
Yeah.
If he's here, because if he's out, then he's out. Then we got to get him when he comes back, right?
Correct.
So you're here doing that every month, and then the big epic House in the Park will be in September.
Yes, and it's like always Labor Day weekend. So, you know, again, we've already started planning on it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
When the last one ends, you got to start on the next one.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I'm gearing up for a festival in Detroit.
Are you?
Called the Movement Festival.
Yes, Movement,
Yeah,
which is
so-
big.
Yeah, it's huge, and I do a big party there in Detroit during that weekend, which we'll be doing the 9th annual one this year.
Wow, congrats.
All right.
Congrats. I might have to follow you on that one.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah, I have to
great.
go to Detroit.
Yeah,
I
get
mean,
you there.
everybody's saying, you know, Detroit is it.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
you got to come check out Movement.
Yes, sir.
Like, it's hot. I mean, when I talk to 1-5 and
Yeah.
all,
It's
shout out to 1-5.
yes,
You
that's
know, all
what-
the people that have gone. Melba Cersei's gone to, she's already
yeah,
bought a
she-
Movement ticket
Oh, yeah,
already.
exactly.
So it's a lot of people, you know, Ashley's faithful to
Faithful to
Detroit.
Detroit,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying? I
sir.
see
Yes,
you,
sir.
Ashley.
Yeah.
So I may have to go up there.
Yeah, tell you, but the hardest thing is to find a hotel room. You find a hotel room, everything else.
Everything else
foremost
is easy.
Yes.
Everything else is going to be good. So
Yes.
you got to post the dates, give us a heads up
I'll do
so
that
as to when
today.
we can do that and get our situation together. What time of the year does that typically happen?
So it's Memorial Day weekend, last weekend of May.
Okay, so May we need to get up there for Movement,
Yeah,
right?
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday in Detroit. So we're going to bring the A to Detroit, right?
yes.
Support you in that
All right.
and everything that you do. When are you going to bring out some new music? I know people want some new Kai Alce.
Well, there's something new coming out on the record label, which has a Jovan remix. My own personal, I'll probably put out a 12-inch this year. You know, yeah. So,
A
'cause
12-inch.
I'm actually usually pretty slow when it comes to me making music under Kai Alce as Kai Alce. I'm usually quicker when I'm doing remixes and stuff like that.
Right.
So like I got a remix that I did for Kamasi Washington that I'm trying to get out. Just did a remix for Gregory Porter, trying to get out.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah.
1960 what?
1960,
yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, that was I actually showcased that. I think I remember breaking that at a house in the park. You know, maybe at Perkinson Park.
Yeah.
I think 1961.
Nice, Kai. Nice. Well, Kai, listen, I don't want to take up any more of your time.
That's all good.
You know what's good? I'm honored. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Because I see you, and we broke some bread today.
Yes, we did.
We broke bread, and so everybody gets to get to know a little bit more about Kai.
Yes.
As some called you on Instagram, the Prime Minister.
Yeah,
right? Respect, right? Respect. So thank you, Kai, for your time.
No, thank you.
From one brand to the other, I wish you nothing but the utmost respect and
real
blessings.
rock,
you know what I'm saying? Continue to do what you do. We love you here in Atlanta, and we love you abroad, right? So for you guys that want to keep up with RCR, you know how to get at me. We are on Instagram, Real Chicks Rock. We're on Facebook, Real Chicks Rock. We are on Twitter, Real Chicks Rock 1. Again, follow us, either my page or Kai's page, for all parts of this conversation. Until the next time, you guys continue to rock on. Take care. Bye.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. We're listening to Instinct Radio.